Hi friends, today I have the honor of introducing to you Dr. Mohit Agarwal. He is rank 209 NEETPG 2019. It's a great rank considering the number of students who appear for this exam. It is like 1.5 lakh students who appear for this exam. 209 is an awesome performance. Heartiest congratulations.
Thank
Mohit.
you, sir.
So Mohit, how are you feeling today?
Sir, I am feeling very happy. Yesterday when the result came and I saw the rank, I was literally running around my hostel telling every friend of mine that this is a rank, and it seemed like a dream come true, sir. Because before paper I was okay with I'm going to perform well or that, but you are not sure. No? This is one shot, and if this shot misses, then you have to try it next 6 months and in AIMS and PJ everybody knows there is a very minimum amount of seats, so maybe a year. Even after that level of preparation that I have done, a year can go if this shot misses. So this was the shot and I got it. So I was very happy.
Yeah, definitely. And I think considering the competition, it is you have a reason to be very, very happy.
Yes, sir.
And you joined us for the foundation course in your third year, and then you followed it up with a test and discussion later on.
Yes, sir.
So how was your experience with foundation?
Sir, foundation course of DAMS was pretty awesome. Sir, the classes started in January as well. That was a very tight schedule. It was happening on Saturdays, Sundays. With third year, which is very light year, I think the most light year of medicine in MBBS, we get a third year. So we can utilize it by doing some extra classes. Like I joined DAMS. In third year, class happened on Saturday and Sunday, Monday to Saturday, and on Saturday it is a half day and Sunday a full day. That seemed to be classical for doing your studies. But Saturday, Sunday in third year, no matter you say how I can study at home, nobody studies.
Yeah,
I know about that. So Saturday, Sunday got utilized with the subject with third year, which is a minimal course. So I started finally because of the DAMS. I got DAMS notes from the classes started with surgery, then radiology, then medicine classes started, then surgery again continued. So the integrated subjects I started reading along with the third year. So almost half of the final year was completed in the third year through DAMS notes. And in final year, people will say the textbooks are very important, but I have revised maximum number of time DAMS notes. I have read textbook, but so little. It was like only an addition to my DAMS notes. I have read the topic at least twice from the DAMS notes. Now I know what is in my DAMS note, what I know about the topic. I know what is in my memory. Now I will read a textbook like for Bailey of surgery, and in that I will only find that line or two lines that I don't know or I feel important. I question. I literally read the lines, so the 5 pages I read. I make a question that this question can be asked, and this is important. I have left the preparation for profs. In final year, I have decided that profs are, everybody passes. There is no hard thing to pass a prof. It can be easily. Sorry.
So in the final year, you change your gear from UG to PG preparation.
PG preparation. I will say that I am 100 in third year. I have seen a lot of seniors that in MMC the trend has been made that we will do it in next year. Internship is heavy. Let's go to pass our final year, then do the internship in a good way. Then we will do in the drop year. I was also bit in the flow of that trend. So in third year I attended DAMS. I read fine, but there was no aim that I will clear it in the first attempt. The actual push personally came from my relative, my old sister, elder sister, Juhi Agarwal. She scored she's 2 years elder than me. She scored rank 68 in NEETPG in 2016 batch 17 mein. So that year on 13 January, I remember the date, she got 68 and I decided she is my sister and I have the same genes, I will crack it. So that day it was decided I am going to start for PG preparation, no more prof preparation. Profs will pass. Every year it has been passed. This is not a hard work. It can be easily done, but PG is difficult because there I have to not pass. There I have to compete with among the toppers. So I have to prepare for it more than the prof. So I start and sir, I have asked even my sister and even my very grateful seniors. They all have actually read the DAMS notes many more times. than doing the textbooks. So from that day stat, डैम्स नोट स्टार्ट. जब खत्म हो गए, टाइम है, तो टेक्स्ट बुक से थोड़ा थोड़ा चीजें देख ली.
Just to understand the concepts.
Just
further.
to understand, understanding concept is good.
Yeah,
I always have a textbook with me when I was reading DAMS notes. But as soon as I miss a concept, I read from in the book, add it in the notes, then the book is closed again.
Yeah.
I was not able to take it book. I will read only textbook today. That was never a concept.
Yeah.
I want to make a notes that could be revised early, fast, and in lesser time as compared to a textbook.
I think that is the key, and it is very important to understand what he has just described is what is called a smart study. The smart study means that you have to do something that you can revise again and again, multiple times, which is high yielding, which is made by your own hand, which is conceptual.
Yes.
So for him, he trusted on the DAMs and the notes, and then he added a bit here and there by fine tuning the notes based on it.
We attended our classes. In classes also the teachers are. Actually, PGs are gone. We actually become PGs. They also tell us the concept. Just a gist that cannot be understood or that are not written directly in DAMS notes is to be added, so that, because if you keep on adding too much, if I could add 100 lines of Bailey, but I would not be able to revise it, or if I am even able to revise that, but that would take 5 days to read the notes, but I have to revise it multiple times. So
that may not be correct also. I'm adding here because very important thing that you brought up. I've seen many students when they are having notes in DAMS and they're from third year, so they will keep adding things here and there, but in the end you will add some mistakes also.
Yes, sir.
And then you will get confused, what did I make and what did teacher tell, and it will become little so.
Yes, sir, that is a very common thing. Lot of juniors that I ask, they send me messages कि सर बेली में लिखा है, डैम्स में लिखा है, इस बुक में लिखा है. मैंने बोला तूने इतनी जगह से देखा क्यों? डैम्स में लिखा है, ठीक है, टीचर ने तेरे से ज़्यादा बुक्स पढ़ी है. He had at least used 5 references before making you write that thing, and maybe you have written it wrong. Ask your friend to give his DAMS notes. अगर उसमें सेम चीज़ लिखी है यानी कि वो चीज़ सही है, तो ज़्यादा और हाथ पाँव मारने की जरूरत नहीं है. तूने 5 बुक से देखा, छठी बार तू मेरे से पूछ रहा है, 1 घंटे से तू इसी क्वेश्चन पे इतनी देर में कितना हो चुका होता.
It's very important. Like what you're telling is very, very important. Like sometimes I see students that try to overthink and overdo a question.
Yes, sir.
Sometimes that question might be wrong in the real exam, and they are putting one full day on it, and we keep telling them, okay, don't forget about this question, study now, study about other things.
Sir, people focus more on controversial question. What is the need? I am saying that I attempted 291 questions. 9 questions I have left simply. According to score 233 are right, 58 are wrong. I have the scope of 67 questions even after I got that rank. So in that controversial maybe 5, not more than that 5 questions. So why focus on that 5? You have 295. If maybe I also have in some aspect I have wasted days over that 5 question part. I am not something who is always clear in his mind. I also got confused. I also created a havoc about कि this question का answer क्या होगा. But limited to an extent. Sometimes you have to make a margin कि people basically get distracted by others. People say कि उसको बहुत आता है, मैं उसकी तरह पढ़ूंगा ये. Everybody has his own way to study. I have personally followed, but you need guidance. Yes, I am personally know that. So like I have a senior friend of mine, Abhinav Agarwal sir. He is currently doing UC medicine. He also scored almost similar rank 216 NEET. So his and my pattern of studying was almost same. That I have realized by the end of the final year. He also focuses on his DAMS notes and he adds the things. So almost similar pattern of study was there. So I asked him, भाई तूने सच बता एकदम क्लियर कट डैम्स नोट्स के अलावा क्या पढ़ा है. उसने बोला 6 बार डैम्स नोट्स पढ़ दिए थे, पढ़ सकता है तो रैंक आ जाएगी.
So I think it's very, very important that we have understood from you the value of making notes and sticking to them.
Yes, sir.
And another thing that I want to add here in different words, what you have already told us is have faith on your teachers.
Yes,
and
sir.
I think that faith was reinforced by maybe your sister, your friends in the past having used this system, and then they told you that nahi bhai humne bhi yahi kiya to tu kar. And you could have have faith on it and put your efforts onto it.
Yes sir, absolutely. How can a person like us question a teacher that had studied that subject for 20 years? and is teaching in the most prestigious institute or here in DAMS coaching classes. How we should at least one point of time think on our own, is this questioning right? Let's take a, there may be a fault on our side, maybe we have written wrong. 1 minute check on the other DAMS notes, how much 1 minute it will take, 90% of the time the query will be closed.
Yeah.
That I felt.
And sometimes what I think is that, you know, what you have brought up is a very important thing, that when you come to a class, I feel that there are two things that make a difference between students who learn in a class and students who do not learn in a class. One is, when you come to a class, you should come empty. You should come empty of your prejudices and like,
yes,
he knows or not. You are not here to test the teacher, you are here to learn.
Yes,
so when
sir.
you are empty, you receive more from the teacher.
Yes,
and second thing I've seen is people who have faith. Like you are like, okay, sir is teaching, I want to learn from him, I have faith what he's going to tell is right.
Yes,
so then you imbibe. But if you are having, you know, too much doubt, he's telling wrong, then you will not be able to learn.
Of course, sir. You have to faith, you have to trust somebody that is teaching here. Only trust is the thing.
Yes.
You have to trust your teachers, you have to make your perfect notes, and you have to stop comparing with others. I know this is a competition world, but किसी और की रैंक अच्छी आने से तुम्हारी रैंक अच्छी नहीं आएगी, किसी और की रैंक गंदी आने से तुम्हारी रैंक गंदी नहीं आएगी. 1,48,000 or 1,50,000 people have given the paper. If a competitor of mine is getting 600, I am not getting 209. I am getting if he is getting 208, I am not getting 209. It's that I am getting 209, then I got it. So this comparison attitude that people crib about, basically keep cribbing, कि इसकी मतलब in normal in small test even कि I got rank 10, sir उसकी 8 है, main exam is this, and that even if he got a good rank, if अगर तेरी 10 है तो you will get your seat.
I think the point that is very, very important to understand is it's better to compete but do not compare.
Yes,
you
sir.
know, I think you have to compete. It is
you have to improve
nothing wrong
upon
to aim to do best.
Yes, sir.
But you know, if you keep comparing, there is no fun.
You have to improve upon yourself.
Yes.
I have also learned that fact. I was also comparing. I was also cribbing about that I am getting this. These are getting this. But towards the later part of internship, after July, August, I started finding faults in wherein my like if I am doing 300 question, I get 198 correct, 196 correct. I am doing 104. I focuses on those 104 that are got wrong, why they have gone wrong, and then the paper is ended. I don't know what's the rank of my dearest friend even in that paper, because I was stopped asking. I think 196 right hai, 49 rank hai, okay, khatam.
It's very important that, you know, half the battle is won when we focus on improving ourselves rather than focusing on competitors.
Yes,
because
sir.
you cannot stop them from doing right
Yes.
in the exam. You cannot hold their hands.
Yes,
you have to improve
you
yourself.
cannot say somebody, even your best friend, you cannot say, "Bhai, tu gandi rank liya." नहीं हो सकता ना. You have to
do
get
better.
a good rank.
But to do better, you have to improve. And
Yes.
the beautiful thing that he has told us is that look at the things that you have done wrong in the test, and try and find why of that,
Yes, sir.
why you have done it wrong, revise them rather than, you know, focusing on why who is getting what rank and
Yes, sir.
keep cribbing it like that. And you know, you were also telling me that the initial part of your preparation, you were little not giving too many tests, but towards the end you started giving the tests.
Yes, sir.
You gave the CBT in DAMS also. So what was your experience?
So starting like internship started. There was I started with a medicine internship even. So this is the most heaviest internship and in MAMC it is too heavy. So and my emergencies came on Wednesday. So I'm initially not able to give the DAMS test by coming to the center. So I started giving tests online. I'm not getting good rank, but I know that it's a starting phase. Towards the end of the year, I will improve eventually, because I have that confidence that I know maybe this time I'm not able to perform, but let's start studying. Medicine posting will end. 6 weeks it will end. Then I will start studying. I will get a good rank. I simply start 3 to 4 months. I think till April, I only studied minimal tests 4 to 5. That only class tests of DAMS, no here and there. After that, I have been able to complete only 4 to 5 subjects. Then I thought ki let's complete the many senior friends of mine, they were good, they have performed very well, they were actually thinking good of me, but I was not confident. Asked me to give a grand test, I have not given personally. I waited, मैंने बोला सर एक बार कोर्स हो जाने दो, बिन फालतू गंदी रैंक आएगी, कॉन्फिडेंस गिरेगा. So I started reading कि I have to complete the course by 31st July. I set that target. Not able to do that, but by 15 to 20th August, I was like कि 2 subjects have been remaining. I can do it slowly. Now start revising. And in September end, I gave the first grand test. I got 48 something rank in that, and I got good confidence with that. Then I gave a series of grand tests, 3 to 4 grand tests every day. One day, in 5 days, I've given 4 grand tests. In each, it was within 100. So maybe a lakh. If talking to my senior friend, he told me one very good thing. भाई अच्छी रैंक से खुश नहीं होना है, गंदी रैंक से दुखी नहीं होना है. Because this is not a target. Your target is lying on 6 Jan or AIMS. I was like कि हाँ भाई मेरे को समझ में आ रहा है, but actually I was neglecting the fact that many questions were guessed and got correct. That's why I've got that rank. Actually, if I analyze, I could go very below. That came in the CBT. I was not prepared very well because I have completed course one time and revised 4 to 5 subjects. I came and gave the CBT. I got 2800 rank, 2884. I know the exact rank of mine, and I was bit demolished, type sort of depressed. Ki actually what happened? Now there is only 2 months remaining. I was getting 100. Now there's 3000 around 2884 rank. So what's the fault? I again talked to him. He again, भाई अच्छी रैंक पे तो कुछ नहीं हो, गंदी रैंक पे दुखी क्यों हो रहा है? मैंने बोला सही बात, एकदम सही बात है. And then again I started. Then I stopped test. I talked to my parents at that point of time कि for the first time I talked to my parents about my studies on a regular basis. But for the first time I told कि Papa, I am not feeling confident that I would be able to go through it. Father told, stop giving a test for one time because you are better when you keep going and then you give the test. You keep practicing MCQs from your online you do, but you stop test for a time because you are doing analysis. You don't need to do analysis at this time because you need to study. You need to find your mistakes. You are what you are done for 6 months. Now you are not doing that same thing. You are initially studying and doing analysis while very wrong. Now you are doing analysis ki what other people are getting right. You have changed your track, come back to track. So 1 month I have not given even a single test. Another test that was given by me 2 days before AIMS, I got in that 250 around rank. So I was again good ki that okay, that may be a mistake that I got in CBT, but in AIMS again I got 1650 rank. So again I was like, what is happening in main exam where there is not a homely environment where I have to go to the center and give the test. I am not able to perform. Maybe a pressure is there or something is like that. So then I have also, everybody easily cannot accept failures. So मतलब कि कोई अपनी गलती आसानी से नहीं मानता. तो I have also not accepted. I have told my friends, यार 20 सिली मिस्टेक हो गई थी इसलिए नहीं हुआ. Actually that was not. I know it personally. There was not 20 mistakes. They may be 10. Maybe 15, not 20. And 10, 15, everybody AIMS paper is made like that ki people make silly mistakes. That's the intelligence of the examiner. Not you are making silly mistakes. He is making you do the silly mistakes. So you can't blame for that. Na everybody has made, and the person who has not made is intelligent. So how can you blame that कि मैंने भी silly mistake कर दी इसलिए नहीं हुआ? नहीं करनी थी ना. So लेकिन again now what to do? 45 days left. What to do? So I was simply searching on YouTube how to avoid silly mistakes, and then a video came of you how to avoid silly mistakes in exams. I thought, I usually don't watch motivational videos personally. I simply read quotes of motivation. I feel good by them. But I thought this is the exact video I'm looking for. Let's watch it. So you have pointed out कि silly mistakes क्यों होती है. Firstly, there is lack of revision. I know there was a lack of revision. Before AIMS exam I have completed 7 subjects. There are 19. How revision में 1.5 course, and I am competing with so many people that have completed 3 to 4 times. And now how can I blame these silly mistakes? Then I go through my AIMS paper in my mind again. Of those 20, I was able to tell only 5 were the mistakes in which I have read the question wrong. 15, I was there confused between the 2 options. There is no doubt in that. So for the first thing, on 23rd of November, I was able to accept that it was my mistake. I have the lack of revision. I have the lack of knowledge. First time I was not blaming the paper. I was blaming me. And then there is a change occurred. On 24th, the study that have come to a halt when I sit for 10 hours a day but able to study 4 to 5 effectively, again started with that 10 hours wound. Then I told my parents, Papa, आज से रोज 10 घंटे पढ़ाई. इससे ज़्यादा मेरे पढ़ने की एबिलिटी नहीं है. 45 डेज है, 450 आवर्स जो होगा 6 को होगा, 450 आवर्स ओनली पढ़ाई. देन अगेन नो टेस्ट, नथिंग, ओनली course study of DAMS note that I have made, that I have compiled. Exactly, no other thing. Simply those 19 copies, 20 copies I have just made. Revise. I have revised once by 22nd or 3rd of December. Then I gave a test. I got around 150 rank. Confidence came कि रिवीजन की कमी थी, हो गया रिवीजन, एक और बार कर दे हो जाएगा. Again in 10 days of time I rapidly I selected topics, but you know the 19 subjects I know that it can't be completed even if I decide I can complete it in 10 days. So 5 days before the exam I make a list of those topics that I feel is weak or is important or can be asked in examiner. और सर फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन आई आस्क माई सेल्फ, अगर मुझको फेल करना है तो मैं क्या क्वेश्चन डालूंगा. जैसे इमरजेंसी कॉन्ट्रासेप्शन का क्वेश्चन है, अगर मैं इसमें से क्या क्वेश्चन डालूँ कि मैं गलत कर दूँ, बल्कि मैंने टॉपिक 15 बार पढ़ रखा है, तो देयर वाज कि मैं ड्रग डोजेज पे एक क्वेश्चन डाल देता हूँ, खत्म हुआ खेल. मैंने 4 to 5 ड्रग्स के डोजेज पढ़ लिए, उनमें से एक क्वेश्चन आ गया यूलिब्रिस्टल. मतलब कि ऑप्शन क्या डालूंगा, उसमें मैंने ये भी सोचा था मिलीग्राम डालूंगा माइक्रोग्राम डालूंगा, बच्चे कंफ्यूज होंगे गलत, और सेम क्वेश्चन आया. सो दैट वाज द थिंग कि लास्ट 5 days I made that list of all 19 subjects. Every subject has 3 to 4 topics. Feasible list that can be completed in 5 days. I cannot make a long list that I take 2 days for a subject, then say कि 3 days में 18 subjects करने, and I can get sure every person by the end of the year can make that list, because every person knows where are his faults, what topic he lacks, what topic he is not able to revise well, and what topic when a question comes he got confuses. So everybody is able to make that 40 to 50 topics list that is to be revised in 5 days, and I can say around 40 questions were stacked from that list that I could make wrong. I am not saying I have 100% make them wrong, but I could make wrong, and those 40 questions have made me a drop. But now they all the 40 were right, and I am here.
I think the key word that he has just described to you is that when the right time comes, before giving the exam, first think like an examiner. Yes, I think sir. That is what he did. He started thinking like an examiner. By the time he reached the end point, he started thinking like, okay, how the question will be framed.
Yes, sir.
And then when you already know how it will be framed, you already know what will be the catch.
Yes,
so then you avoid that silly mistake which would have otherwise cost you your rank, and then you could manage.
Yes.
It's very beautiful.
I also tell about the video that another way that your video here was very helpful. One thing was this, and another point that you have made my silly mistake count to 2 and 3 in a 300 question paper. You said that I have a habit reading the question once and reading 4 options as early as possible, and then have to mark the answer. Yeah. You said ki read the question and once, like a quiz, thought the answer in your mind, and then mark the answer. So simply, if you know the answer, how can you make a silly mistake?
Yes.
But when you read the options first, you get confused and you make silly mistakes more, because either you will miss all of the above or something except or something like that. So I read the question, and I have made that habit that in the 2 to 3 tests that I gave in December, first I will read the question, I will think an answer. 1 second, it would take only 1 to 2 seconds to think an answer, and that would not cost. That 2 seconds, you have that much time. You have 40 seconds, 45 seconds for a question. There is no such thing ki paper chhoot jayega. I have completed my NEET paper in 2 hours 40 minutes with this strategy.
And I totally agree that usually the silly mistakes happen when you look at the choices.
Yes, sir.
But before you see the choices, if you are able to think the answer,
yes,
then
sir,
you are convinced, then your error rate will be much less.
Yes, sir. It has reduced a lot.
It was great to know from you your strategy. I think it will benefit the future listeners a lot, how to manage the preparation and this. So now you've already told us that you attempted 291 in the exam.
Yes, sir.
You went about the exam with a free mind that let's see what happens.
Yes, sir.
Yes. And any advices that you want to give to future NEET aspirants based on the exam, like how does the real exam feel, and how to go about it, like any advice that you want to give to future aspirants?
I would like to say that okay, that's a one-shot exam, you have to prepare it for it, but that day you have to take it as like a normal exam that would make it you feel better. Only in exam, feeling better is the most important thing. You can't take too much stress or too much Be lightheaded, be cool, be happy. In last 5 days, I have slept each day 8 hours a day, no less than that. On the exam day I slept 9 hours a day, 9 hours on that night of NEET exam, because there is no such thing. I sleep wake cycle got disturbed or that. Paper is in afternoon, you have been told about that 2 months early, you can easily make a routine. There is no such thing कि पेपर आफ्टरनून में स्लीप वेक साइकिल डिस्टर्ब हो जाएगी, बल्कि सुबह नहीं उठना पड़ रहा, आराम से उठो पेपर देने जाओ. एंड फॉर एग्जाम डे आई हैव केप्ट नथिंग. आई हैव टू some people have advised ki keep some things and keep it revising, your mind will keep be occupied. I have kept 4 things I know that I cannot remember them, my ability is not to remember them. I will read these 4 things 1 hour before the exam. If the question come, I will make it, and otherwise nothing extra. No, I have not taken any books with me in that 1 hour 30-minute drive to the center. Only 4 things in my mobile phone: a milestone table, immunization, 3 chest CT की इमेज, एंड एक रेबीज के डोजेस थे, ह्यूमन इम्यूनाइजेशन के 5 to 6 डोजेस थे रेबीज टेटनस ये वाले. ये these 4 things I have taken, revise them in 10 minutes and then phone switch off, talk to parent 5 to 10 minutes, and then I was at the center with full confidence. Before the center, even every parent get nervous. My parents got nervous. They said, बेटा पेपर विल बी गुड. ओह नर्वस क्यों रहे हो, अच्छा ही होगा, 2.5 घंटे में पेपर करके आऊँगा. एंटायर रो वाज सीइंग कि ये क्या कॉन्फिडेंस. मैंने बोला मैम मेरा है, तुमको क्या है, 2.5 घंटे में कर दूंगा. एंड द टाइम आई फिनिश, आई लिटरली सॉ द टाइम 50 minutes आर लेफ्ट. मतलब 2 hours 40 minutes माई फर्स्ट गो वॉज डन. देन आई वॉज रिवाइजिंग कि वॉट क्वेश्चन आई हैव लेफ्ट, मे बी आई एम एबल टू डू दैट. Some 50 questions I have not attempted, 80 questions I have not attempted in first attempt. I have attempted them, I have put them for review. I may be confused at 2 or something. Then I keep attempting them. 15 minutes before the paper, I was able to finish it completely. Then I was just seeing कि कोई गलती से silly mistake तो नहीं हो रही, कि जल्दी देख लो.
I think that is the beauty of it, that give the final exam as if you are giving a mock exam. Feel relaxed, calmness of your mind, this, yes, sleeping the night before, they are all vital points to make you perform to the optimum best on the day of the exam.
Yes sir, I would like to say that studying, there are 19 subjects, 5 years course. How can you think that a 3 year more of study, 3 hour of study will make you get a good rank? You have done that, you can do till that 6th Gen paper, 5th Gen that you have read, you have done. Now that should be happening, will happen in the paper. You can't do anything about that. You can only do keep your mind cool, relax, sleep well, let your mind do the thing for you in that paper. Not you should do. Now you have done what you have to do. Now let your mind be 100% in that paper to perform well.
Now the final motivating line from you.
Sir, there is a great motto of me and my friend Abhinav Agarwal sir. आग लगा दो, हम मैम सीधे हम आग लगा के रहेंगे.
और आग लगा दिया आपने. Finally, heartiest congratulations once more. You've done very well. I want to congratulate your parents on this achievement.
Thank you,
heartiest congratulations. God bless you, and I'm sure you'll do well in future as well.
Thank you sir, very much.
Best wishes.
Thank you sir.